So this corrected GZ can be found using the GZ curves or the GZ cross curves when there are assumed GZ lower or higher, or the Kn curves. So right after this one, you will create a statical stability curve. So in statical stability curve, you will see on the left side there is a GZ and the heel per GZ. So that's the heel na merong equal intervals. So let's have a recap on how we are going to see the description of a moment of a statical stability curve. So first is the range of stability. So the range of stability from this part here is, can I call someone? If naalala yung ano natin, so based on your eyes na lang po, kung kita nyo po sa screen. So what is the range of stability? Kita naman ang ano ko. Can I call si Garke Lawrence? Andyan ka, Mr. Garke.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, based from your vision, what is the range of stability of this statical stability?
0 degrees po to 81 po.
Okay, so siguro mga ano tayo, 84 degrees. So thank you. So yun po yung ating correct. That's the range of stability. So again, at next meeting, magdala po kayo ng ruler and tsaka graphing paper para um, exact po yung ating measurement. Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence. Second is, what is the angle of vanishing stability? Can I have less Chester? Nandyan po si Mr. Chester. Pabilar? Nandyan ba?
Yes po, sir. Nag-choppy lang.
Okay. Ano magiging vanishing stability dito? Ano ba yun?
Wait lang po, sir. Hindi lang po nalabas po. Wala pong... alin po dyan po, sir?
What is the letter B? What is the angle of vanishing stability?
Yung... Ay, sir, pati pababa po na ito. Yung ano po ba yun? 84 po na...
Okay. 84 degrees. Thank you. So, correct.
Sorry for
so,
now.
Kung saan nag-stop or kung saan nag-zero yung ating curve, doon din yung mag-stop ang vanishing stability. How about the maximum GC? Can I call Miss Sanguine K?
Sir,
Ano yung maximum GZ and what angle pala? Loading ba sadya ako?
ano? 2.8 po meters.
Hindi po. Ito ay 2.5 itong part na to.
2.5 po.
2.5 to.
Thank you po.
So, I mean, ito ay below 2.5. So, what is the GZ?
$2.4.
Yan, 2.4. Okay. And then, at what angle it occurred? What angle? That's
43 po.
okay. So, lagpas po siya. Sa akin ay lagpas po siya. Siguro mga 46 po siya. Thank you. So, correct din, Ms. Agwin. Can I have the approximate GZ and GM, sorry. That's si ano kaya? Si Rod. Rod, andyan? Putol-putol mo ano yun. Hello? Ako bang putol or... Hello, Choppy ba? Ako bang Choppy?
Hindi po,
Malinaw
sir.
naman po.
Okay. Andyan sa Estrada. Diyan, Rod.
1.43 po.
Sige. Siguro nasa 1.2. Below lang siya ng 1. Kasi ito ay 1.5. Okay, thank you. Nasa libro ba kayo nag-base? Pwede pala kayo sa book mag-base since may manual na kayo. Siguro po ay mga 1.3 meters. So yun, ha? To locate the GM, again, you just have to project the 57.3, that's 1 radian. And then, kung ano yung pinakaunang mag-intersect dito sa tangent line ng curve, you connect it to the slant line, and then kung ano yung intersection ng slant line sa projected vertical line sa degrees, then that's the GM. So magiging GM na tong nasa left side. So nakuha na po ba to? Ayun, so isa to sa mga activity natin next meeting. Next time is ito yung siguro ang PSET lang ninyo. Ipapasulat ko ulit. But hindi pa siya isa-submit ngayon. So next is the dynamical stability. So dynamical stability is defined as the work done in inclining a ship. So ito yung kinakailangan na trabaho para po ma-incline yung barko or kinakailangan na puwersa. Hindi naman siya puwersa kasi work na nga po yan. So yun po yung yun kung sa layman's term is trabaho para po ma-incline yung barko natin. So for the dynamical stability, the needed is the mass displacement of the ship multiplied by the area of the GZ. So that's the dynamical stability. So kailangan natin yung mass displacement ng barko natin na naka-inclined times the area of its GZ. So GZ at a certain angle. So at what area po na na-incline siya? Example, at 40 degrees. So at 40 degrees, ano yung kanyang mass displacement? Of course, basehan yung kanyang area of the water immersed. And then to find the area of the GZ, since po, siya po ay ganito po yung GZ natin, GZ in terms of angle. So we need to, example, at sabi ko 40 degrees, dito po yung 40 degrees. So 0, 10, 30, 40 degrees. So we need to get this area. Okay? So ano yung area na yan? So we need to use the Simpson's rule because this is an area of a irregular shape. So how do we create how do we go through this Simpson's rule? So sa Simpson's rule, kailangan natin kung ano yung gagamitin natin. First rule, second rule, third rule. So usually, naglalaro lang dito sa first and second. So pag 4 digits or 4 ordinates, use this one since that's 1, 3 pala, 3. Ordinates or half ordinates and 4, use this one for 1. Okay? You can also use this one as 1, 3, 3, 1. Ano po, pag 4 ordinates. So, ano ang magiging ordinates natin dito based from our curve? So, magiging ordinates natin dito is the value of our angle of heel. So, do not forget to include the 0 degrees because it is the starting point of your curve. Wala namang curve na nakaganyan lang. 'Di ba? Walang curve na nakaganyan lang sa ating GZ. Putol po siya, hindi po ganyan. So, kasali po ang 0 sa ordinates po natin. So, if you have 3 ordinates, then automatic or you have 3 angle, automatic, you'll use the first rule. If you have 4 range of angle, then you use the second rule. Ano nga yung ating constant sa first rule? You use sa first rule, ano nga yung constant na yon? Blank times the summation.
1/3 po.
Okay, 1/3. So, you don't need to use 2 times 2 kasi po, ang sinosolve natin dito is this curve, hindi na po yung water plane area ng barko. Hindi po yung ganyan. Pero ang sinolve natin is the curve. So, ganyan lang, half ordinates lang po tayo. So, meaning hindi po tayo magta-times 2 dyan. Ano po? So, times lang ng CI. Pag second rule naman, you use the 3/8 times the summation times the CI. So, ano yung magiging CI naman dito? Pag 0, 10, 20, 30, and 40. The CI here is 10 degrees. Okay? Kuha pa ba? Because that's the interval. But the answer should be, the area should be here, dapat po tons, and dapat dito is naka meter radian. Ulitin ko po. Ang dynamical stability ay may formula na the mass displacement of the ship where it is inclined times the area of GZ. So, depende po kung anong angle ang hinahanap sa GZ at a certain angle po. Then, the mass displacement should be in tons and ang area natin must be in meter radian. Meaning, i-convert po natin ang degrees dito to radian. So, minsan nawawala na po ang radian pag alam naman natin na ang radian is just an ordinary number, wala na pong degree. So, kaya po, ino-convert natin yung degrees to radian. So, yun po yung ordinary number. So, to find the CI here must be the interval of the angle divided by 57.3 degrees. So, para lang po ma-convert yung 1 radian, 1 degree angle to radian. So, example, pag 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, the interval here is 10 degrees. So, 10 degrees divided by 57.3. So, lalabas dito is naka-radian. Wapo ba? So, ganun po siya. 1 radian is equivalent to 57.3 degrees. So, yan. Yan po yung kanyang exactly na nangyayari para maging radian po ang sagot. Medyo, gets po ba? So, what if ang ating interval sa degrees ay naka 15, 30, 45. So, the CI here must be 15 divided by 57.3. Gets po ba? Bakit natin dinivide ng 57.3?
Sir, saan nga po galing yung 57.3 po?
That's 1 radian
Okay po,
in
thank you po.
degrees. Kung ganun po siya, 15 degrees is equal times 57.3 degrees, 1 radian. Ganun po siya. Kaya dinivide natin to 57.3. So, kuha na. Let's have an example. So, again, ito po yung ating ang unit po nating ilalabas. Okay? So, a ship of 5,000 tons displacement has a righting levers as follows. Again, righting levers are what we call as the GZ. So, do not forget to include the zero. Kasi po hindi po siya nilalagyan ng value ang zero kasi nga po 0 degrees, but it is essential for our Simpson's rule multiplier. So, do not forget to include the zero here kasi kailangan yun sa ating 14122 ganun, ating multiplier. So, the angle of heel with 0 is 0. That's 0 degrees. Sa 10 degrees daw, ang GZ is 0.21. Sa 20 degrees, ang GZ is 0.33. Ang 30 degrees naman, the angle of GZ is 0.40. And 40 degrees, that's 0.43. You can also look for your manual. That's page 45, guys. Para may ano lang kayo. So, first is, we need to calculate the dynamical stability to 40 degrees. So, ano yung work done na kailangan para ma-incline yung barko natin to 40 degrees. Nakuha ang dynamical stability. So, ano ang kailangan na work to incline this ship or para mag-incline yung ship to 40 degrees? So, kailangan natin ng the mass displacement and the area of the GZ at 240 degrees. Okay? So, ano kaya ang pwedeng gagamitin natin dito since ito ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we can use the first rule since pwede siyang gamitin. 1, 4, 2, 4, 1. Ano po? So, let's have a separate separate graph for the solving of the areas. So, multiplier. So, naaalala pa bang shortcuts nito? Yan. So, this one is the, ano ba tawag dito? This, you use the GZ, ano po? The GZ. So, 0, 0.21, 0.33, 0.40, and 0.43. So, yan. Ang multiplier po natin ay 1, 4, 2, 4, 1. So, hindi ko na po siya iisahin dito ha. Basta i-multiply mo yan. Alam na natin kung paano mag-Simpson's rule. Ano po? I-multiply mo yan tapos i-add yung summation. So, what is the summation here is 3.53. That's ano pa? Naka-ano pa siya? Meters. Yan. Okay po. So, next is, meters ba? Okay. Yan, meters kasi ang ano. So, yun. Ito po yung summation of all this one. Kung i-multiply mo to, 0, and so on. So, yan. Next is the CI. Since ito po ay 10-degree interval, then you divide the 10 degrees to 57.3. Then you use 1/3. Again, 1/3 po lang po siya kasi pag ginagraph mo yan, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. That's 0.21. Pag ganyan, this 0.21. This is the GZ, this is the angle. And then that's 0.33. That's 0.40. And then that's 0.43. No? So you need to get this area here. So this one. So yun. Pag nakuha na natin, so that's the area of at 40 degrees of this curve. Area nito. That's 0.2053 meter radian. So ito ay meters, ito ay nag-radian. Again, dinivide lang natin yan to 57 kasi 10 degrees is equal to 57.3 degrees 1 radian. Cancel. So yun. Kaya ito ay naging rad meters. So far, mabilis ba? Kuha, Carnel?
Gets pa po.
Okay, area at 40 degrees. So yun. To get the dynamical stability, you get the mass displacement at 40 degrees, that's 5,000, times the area at 40 degrees. So that's 0.53 meter radian. So ang lalabas lang dyan naman ay meters. So that's 1,026.5 tons meters. That's the dynamical stability. That's the work needed to incline a ship at 40 degrees. Okay, ito pala yung solution niya. Din knowing ko pa. So let's have an example na wala po siyang given na ranges of angle of Hales and GZ. So there are example po sa problem. May mga problem po tayo dyan na wala pong ganitong, wala po siyang interval and wala pong value ng GZ. But there is a given na the shape of the ship and the GM and so on. So, yun, let's try to solve that kind of problem na wala pong value na GC. So, makikita nyo na kasi. Okay, so we have a box-shaped vessel, 45 meters, 10 meters, and 6 meters in depth. It is floating in salt water at a draft of 4 meters, and it has a GM of 0.6 meters. You need to calculate the dynamical stability to 20 degrees. So, yun lang po ang given. Wala po tayong binigay na interval. Wala din po tayong binigay na GZ. How do you solve the value of GZ based on what you have learned on ship hydrostatics? Let's go back to the MSS, or ito po ay ang ating lesson last time, the moment of statical stability. Naalala po ba to dati?
Yes po.
Okay, so, di ba there are two types there are two formulas you're going to use if you're going to get the value of GZ. That's the GZ for small angle and the GZ for large angle. So for small angle, that's GZ is equal to GM sine theta. Ano po? Naalala pa to at small angle? Yan. Pag large angle na po siya, guys, you use the wall-sided formula. So how do you consider this large angle? So actually, this is a very subjective part pa na on what anong angle talaga ang gagamitin for large angle. But based on this book, large angle will determine pag 15 degrees above na po. So you use the wall-sided formula. Ano ba yung wall-sided formula? Ito po. Kung naalala nyo naman po ito. Yan. That's for the large angle. To get the value of your GZ. So again, ang consideration po natin sa large angle is pag tumaas na po siya sa 15 degrees above. But there are cases po that on this problem that pag nag 10 degrees na po siya, ginagamitan na po niya ng wall-sided formula. But we'll have a standard for this one since subjective pa nga po ang ano na to. Ang pinaka-reason naman po nito is kinuha lang po yung GM sin theta because of di ko siya masyadong ma-explain dito. Ito po siya. Itong intersection na to, itong pinaka-smaller angle at 5 degrees pa siya, it will be solvable using the tan theta or the sin theta, cosine theta, and the tan theta. Solvable pa po siya pag 5 degrees sa GZ. But when it comes to this part here, siguro po mga 6 degrees to and so on, up to example 20 degrees, hindi na po siya solvable dito using sine, cosine, and tan theta. Ito po, hindi na po siya mabubuong triangle. Kaya po nag-iiba yung ating GZ formula na hindi na po siya magagamitin ng GM sin theta pag large angle. Okay? Next is, pag yung barko natin is yung deck niya is immersed in water, you cannot also use the wall-sided formula. I think this formula also magkakaroon po ng major discrepancy po sa value pag malaki na po yung angle natin sa ating inclination of ship because ang metacenter will not be anymore the reference of your inclination. Okay, but so far, ito na lang po muna. So, pinakita ko lang sa inyo kung ano yung mga reason kung bakit ito ang ginamit na formula. Bakit nag-iiba siya. Okay. So, ayun. So, by this formula, we can get the value of GZ with our specified na angle. Balik po tayo doon sa ating problem. So, a box-shaped vessel with 45 by 10 by 6 floating in salt water 4 meters, draft GM 0.6, calculate the dynamical stability to 20 degrees. So, pag hindi kayo mahirapan, So you have to create your own interval. So let's have 0 interval, 10 interval pa lang. So 0, 10 degrees, 20 degrees. So kayo po mag-assign. Pwede din kayo mag-assign ng 0, 5, 10, 15, 25. 20, sorry. Pwede po kayo mag-assign ng inyong interval. Nasa sa inyo po yan. The more smaller the range of your interval, the more exact is the answer. For the stake of this problem, ito muna. Okay? 0, 10, 20. Gets po ba?
Yes po.
Okay. So, paano natin malalaman ang GZ? So, again, sa GZ, you'll use the formula for the small angle and for the large angle. So, for 0 angle, okay, automatic ang GM na yan is 0. O how about the 10 degrees? So, considered po natin ang 10 degrees as small angle muna. Ano? Kasi ang sabi ko, 15 degrees above, you'll use the wall-sided formula. Okay po. So, since tatlong ordinates po to, you can use the first rule. Multiplier, that's 1, 4, 1. So, how do you find the GZ of 10 degrees? So, automatic GZ at 10 degrees is equal to GM sine 10 degrees. Ano po? Since smaller angle pa po siya. So, GM natin is 0.6 times sine 10 degrees. The GZ at 10 degrees is equal to 0.1004. That's meters. So, 0.104 meters. Kuha? Multiplier. Yeah, products of area pala to. Okay po ba? How about the 20 degrees? So, the 20 degrees, hindi na po natin magagamitan ng smaller angle. So, you use this one, the wall-sided formula. So, sa wall-sided formula, needed ang BM, needed din ang GM. So, may GM na po tayo. Wala po tayong BM. But since, according to the problem, ito po ay box-shaped vessel, so we can use the value of our BM. We can calculate the BM using the B squared over BM is B squared over 12D. So, ang BM, ang B squared natin, ang beam natin doon ay 10 degrees and ang ating draft ay 4. So, that's 10 squared over 12 times 4. So, the BM here is 2.08 meters and GM is 0.6. Now, you can use the wall-sided formula. So, bakit ginamit natin? Kasi po, ang degrees na natin is 20 degrees. So, again, be careful with this formula sa calculator since mag-iiba po ang kanyang rule when you multiply sin theta agad. Pag hindi nyo na parenthesis yun sa calculator, mag-iiba ang inyong value ng GC. So, be careful with this. So, kung mas mabuti, isa-isahin nyo muna. Ito. So, unahin mo ng multiplication bago yung division and subtraction and addition. So, the value of GC at 20 degrees using the wall-sided formula is 0.252. So, nakuha pa ba? 0.252. Kuha po ba? Kuha po ba? Yun. Bulol.
Yes.
Yes po.
Okay, so multiply 0.416 and 0.252. You'll get the summation of areas of 0.668. Ano? So yun na po yung kailangan natin sa dynamical stability. And then wala din po tayong given muna na mass displacement. So the mass displacement here is 45 times 10 times 4 meters draft times 1.025 tons per cubic meter. Sorry. So that's the mass, the density of salt water. We'll get the displacement of 1845 tons. So the dynamical stability is the displacement times the GZ at 20 degrees. Ano po? That's the GZ times the 20 degrees. So, yun. Ay, wait. Wala po pa tayong area under 20 degrees. So, meron na po tayong summation. This one is 0.668 meters. Nakuha natin kanina. The CI here is 10 degrees. So, 10 degrees yung interval natin kasi yun ay 0, 10, 20. So, 10 divided by 57.3. That's 1 degree radian. So, 1/3 po ang ginamit natin. Again, hindi na po tayo nagmo-multiply ng times 2 since ang sinusolve po natin na graph is just half. Half lang po ng curve. Hindi po siya buong water plane area. So, you'll get the dynamical stability equal to 77.1 tons meter. And this is meter radian. Question, before I will be calling someone to answer some of this problem. Nakuha po yun? Parang wala naman pong tanong. So, okay. So, kayo na naman. Please solve this one. Example number 2. You can use your manual as your reference there. When inclined, a ship of 8,000 tons displacement has the following writing levers. We have 15, 30, 45, 60. The value of GZ are as follows: 0.20, 0.30, 0.32, 0.24. Calculate the dynamical stability at 60 degrees. So, take note guys that not all the time that kung ano yung dulo ng degrees, yun din po ang isosolve na dynamical stability. Hindi po lagi. Minsan, na dynamical stability lang po ng 45 degrees. Okay? So, be careful with that. So, can I ask to someone to solve this one? We have... Sino yung hindi ko natawag last time? Hindi ko makapili. Teka. Si Von na lang, Apolinar. Andyan si Von. Can you, I'll be giving 5 minutes to answer this one. Okay. What's the unit po?
Tons meter po.
Okay, that's the correct answer. Natapos na din po si Alea. Competitive kasi siya. Ayan, that's the correct answer. Isusulat ko na lang po kung anong nakuha ko sa, thank you Von, the area at 60 degrees. The area at 60 degrees is, again, the answer for this one muna is 2,038. So for this one muna is, you don't, checking lang po siguro ngayon ang ating shortcuts. Sa compre nyo na gamitin yung shortcuts natin. But for now, I need the solution or yung graph mismo ng pagkuha ng Simpson's rule. Sa 4.7 to. Ano po? And since nauna si Alea, siyang susunod na magsasagot dito. Again, naka-on ba ako? Ayan, so, not all the time din na ang given natin na ordinates is pwede siyang gamitan yung hindi sa wala sa tatlong rules ang magagamit sa ordinates. So pwedeng i-combine yung coordinate pwedeng i-combine yung Simpsons 1 and 2. Okay? So, right, for example, ito ay siguro 6. Wala naman. Example, pag 6 to, 0.30, 0.40. Siguro pag 6 to, di ba? 1, 4, 2, 4, 2. Hindi po siya pwede sa rule number 1. Hindi din po to pwede sa rule number 2. Ano po? So, all you need to do, yung ginawa natin dati, pwede mo siyang unahin ang 1, 3, 3, 1, and then you use the first rule. So, mag-iiba ang computation dito sa area and mag-iiba din dito ang computation sa area. You add that 1. Ito na yung magiging area total. Nakuha ba? Pag mga ganitong cases, pag ordinates ay not applicable ang rule number 1 and rule number 2. You add this one, magkaiba ang solution niya, and then magkaiba din po ang solution dito sa Simpson's rule. Kuha po ba? So yung mga possible na mangyayari sa exam, ganun po. Let's have this type of problem. Sige, si Alea na magsagot dito. Number 4. Yan, mahaba pa to. Oy, andyan ka?
Yes po.
Ayan, sagutan mo to, number 4. Mas pala yun. Kinabahan. Ow. Okay na.
Okay na po.
Sige, go. Mabasa mo ba ang anong problem? Ako na lang magbabasa. So, a box-shaped vessel, 42 meters by 6 meters by 5 meters depth, is floating in salt water, 3 meters draft, and it has a kg of 2 meters. Assuming that the km is constant, since ito po ay box vessel din, you calculate the dynamical stability in order for the ship to incline up to 15 degrees. Can you explain na po? Wala kang mic. Ay,
Sorry po. Bali, ang given daw po ay siya ay naka-box-shaped vessels with length of 42 meters and breadth na 6 meters. Then, saltwater po siya ng 1.025. Ang kukunin ko po, kinuha ko po muna yung displacement. Am I audible po?
Yes.
Ang displacement po ay length times breadth times draft times density ng saltwater, which is 774.9 tons po. Then, para po makuha natin si GM, hahanapin po muna natin si BM at saka si KB. Sinabi nga po na siya ay box shape, so ang BM po natin ay breadth squared over 12 times draft, which is equal sa 1 meter, and yung KB naman po natin is 1/2 draft, equals naman po siya sa 1.5 meter. Para po makuha si KM, equal po siya kay BM plus KB, which is 2.5 meters. Makukuha na po natin si GM by KM minus KG, which is 2.5 meters minus 2 meters equals 0.5 meters. Then, ang ginamit ko po dito ay second rule po ng Simpsons, which is yung 1331, ang multiplier. Sa pagkuha naman po ng GZ, GM sin theta lang po yung ginamit ko kasi hanggang 0 to 15 degrees Celsius lang po yung, 0 to 15 degrees ang hill. Then, minultiply ko na po siya dun sa multiplier. Ang nakuha ko pong summation ay 0.52054. Then, sa pagkuha po ng dynamic stability, tons times area of GZ, which is 774.9 tons times 3/8 times yung summation, which is 0.52054 meters times yung common interval po natin, which is 5%, 5 degrees over 57.3. Ang nakuha ko po ay 13.1992 tons meter.
Okay po. So, yun. So, thank you, Alea. So, mahaba-haba yung solution niya. But, in actual guys, yung sa correct answer po doon sa book, ang 15 degrees, ay ginamit niya yung, yes, Luke?
Ang gagamitin po sa GZ ng 15 degrees po ay yung
Yun. We
Yung
do
isa po,
have
Carmel.
standard na po muna na ang 15 degrees is smaller angle pa po siya. Pero dun sa book, ginamit na po siya as large angle. Di ko alam anong reason doon, pero nagsabi na nga siya dito na 15 degrees above. So, ayun, if ma-encounter nyo to sa board exam, pag mga padulo na po na degrees, kasi po, ito yung madalas na lumabas sa board exam last year, yung statical stability, itong dynamical. Then, pag hindi lumabas yung inyong sagot, you try to use the wall-sided po doon sa pahuli, like yung sa mga 15 degrees, 20 degrees, ganun. So for now, sa atin naman, we'll stick to the rule na pag 16 degrees above, use the wall-sided. Gets po ba? So yun, lang naman po. So proceed po tayo. May question tayo doon sa dynamical stability. Yes, Charles.
Sure, doon po sa GC po. Ilang decimal places po pwedeng gamitin?
Hindi ako
Pwede.
nag-ano naman ng decimal places. Kung pwede nyo siyang ma-shift store, then it's good. Kung ma-shift store nyo siya.
Thank you.
Let's proceed to the IMO criteria. So, dito na po tayo. Ito na po yung last part on how you're going to check that your vessel passed the intact stability code of 2028. 2008, sorry. Pass. Skip muna tayo doon sa ating, I think it's in chapter. Kita ba yung screen ko? Thank you. Ayun. Kasi ito ay needed for the next meeting's activity. Yan. Page 73, that's the intact stability criteria. So ano ba tong intact stability criteria? So these analyze the data of vessels that behaved well, and especially the data of vessels that did not survive adverse conditions. So various researchers and regulatory authorities like the Marina, IMO, MARPOL, and the SOLAS define this criteria for deciding if the stability of the vessel is satisfactory. Actually, this intact stability criteria of 2008 is just one requirement for you to para ipasa po doon sa marina yung barko ninyo na pasado po siya sa intact stability po niya. Isa lang po ito sa requirement, but ang kasali pa po sa requirement is the hydrostatic table, the Bunjin or Bunjan, ano ba tawag doon, and the KN or the GZ cross curves. Meron pa dong KG light ship condition. I don't think kung kasali pa yun. Yun po yung kinakailangan na ginagawa ng naval architecture para po ma-aproban ng marina ang kanilang barko in terms of the intact stability or mismong stability lang po ng barko. So yun, dun po tayo nagkakapera din kasi nga nagpipirma po tayo ng plano. So this plan is para po siyang computation. Per page po ang pirma niyan pag license ka po. So per page din po ang bayad ninyo. Example, pag may pag mahal yung pirma mo, like 2.5 per page. So madami po yan. Naka-table po itong intact stability. And konti lang po ang naval architect na marunong gumawa ng ganitong requirement sa marina. Since ito po ay calculations. Minsan po kasi, madalas, ang alam lang po ng mga naval is pagde-design, pagde-drawing. But ito din po ay advantage din to make an intact stability criteria of IM. Mga requirements ng intact stability. So, yun lang po ang introduction dito. So, according to the International Code of Intact Stability of 2008, the following criteria are mandatory for passengers and cargo ships constructed on or before the January 2010. So, kung ano yung nakuha natin sa statical stability, dapat papasa dito sa intact stability criteria code or the yun po yung Intact Stability International Code of 2008. So ano ba yung mga requirement niya? First is the area under the writing lever or the area of the GZ curve 0.0055 meter radians up to 30-degree angle. So kung nakikita nyo doon sa statical stability curve natin, so example, ganito ang nakuha nyo sa barko ninyo na statical curve. At 30 degrees daw, ang area na to, itong 30 degrees, must be not less than, ano ba yun? Hindi siya bababa ng 0.055 meter radian na area para papasa po siya sa IMO Intact Stability Code. Nakuha po ba? So, i-memorize nyo po yan ha. Sa board exam, memorize po dapat yan. Writing lever, the GZ curve must be not less than 0.055. Dapat more than ang sagot ninyo para papasa po siya. So, meron tayong checklist po dito. Isa-summarize muna natin. So, that's the first requirement. Second, the area under the writing lever of GZ curve should not be less than 0.09 meter radians up to 40 degrees. 40 degrees angle of heel or the angle down flooding if this is less than 40 degrees. So, example, this one. If you have up until 40 degrees, dapat sa second requirement, itong area na to, kuya natin. Rinig pa ba ako? Teka lang, baka nagsasalita. Hello?
Yes po, naririnig po.
Okay. So, ang area from 30 to 40 degrees, the area of the writing lever should not be less than 0.09 meter degree of the angle of flooding if it's less than. Number 3 pala to. The area under the writing lever should not be less than 0.09 meter radians up to 40. Okay. Ito pala ang rule number 3. So sa rule number 2, pag siya po ay nasa 40 degree radian, naging red. 40 degrees, sorry. 40 degrees, dapat po ang area niya should not be less than 0.09. Kuha po ba? Dapat above, itong area na to, dapat above 0.09 meter radian. That's the rule number 2. So, yun. To find this area, kailangan nyo ng Simpson's rule. Okay? So, sabi daw dito, at 40 degree angle, that's what we call as the angle of down flooding. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin nun? So, at 40 degrees, guys, when you are inclining a ship at 40 degrees, it is assumed that the deck of the ship is immersed in water. That's it is called the angle of down flooding. Again, it is assumed that at 40 degree angle of a ship, when it is inclined, that's the time that the deck of this ship is immersed. That's why a 40 degree angle is what we call as the angle of down flooding. Kuha? So, at that point, it must be greater than 0.09 or else it will fail on the IMO Intact Stability Code of 2008. The next requirement, the area under the rating lever between 30 to 40, ito na po yung ibig sabihin ko kanina, the angle of down flooding, if this angle is less than 40 degrees, should not be less than 0.03. So, at 30 degrees to 40 degrees, dapat din siya 0.03 meter radian ang area nito. Not less than not less than. Dapat above. Kuha para pasado po siya. So next, the rating lever should be at least 0.20 at an angle of heel equal to or greater than 30 degrees. So, at 30 degrees naman, dapat, so at 30 degrees and above, the GZ must be 0.20 meters. Okay? So, pagdating ng 30 degrees, kasi di ba bababa pa siya pag 0, 10, 20. Pagdating ng 30 degrees and above, dapat po, or at least ano siya, 0.20 meters. Nakaabot po ng 0.20 meters ang kanyang GZ. So that's the fourth requirement. The fifth requirement, the maximum rating arm should be occur at an angle heel, preferably exceeding 30 degrees, but not less than 25 degrees. So the fifth says here that ang pinakamalaking GZ daw o yung peak-to-peak ng inyong curve, dapat siya ay belong sa 25 degrees to 25 to 30 degrees. Okay? So the maximum rating lever or the maximum GZ, guys, should be occur at an angle of heel 30 to 25, not less than. So 26 to 30 and above. Okay, second, the sixth, actually dito lang naman hanggang 6. The initial metacentric height or the GM should not be less than 0.15. Nasabi ko na to dati, I think, by taking into account that the volume of the timber deck cargoes, the initial transverse metacentric height shall not be less than 0.05 meters. Okay, so the GM, so to find the value of GM, so again, to find the value of GM, paano natin kukunin ang GM? 57.3 and then locate the tangent line here. Ang GM must be 0.015 above. Okay? So, sabi din niya dito that the account that the volume of timber deck cargoes, the initial transverse, okay, so, pag meron na pong deck cargoes, yung loob ng barko natin, dapat din hindi siya bababa ng 0.15 degrees, 0.05 meters. Basta, ang requirement is 0.15 meters, not less than. Pag wala siyang deck cargoes, ang GM. So, severe wind and rolling criterion, meaning in addition to the criteria described above, ships covered by the 2008 IS code should meet a weather criterion that considers the effect of strong beam, wind, and waves applied when the vessel is in dead ship condition. So ayun, these are the example. If example, ito yung inyong nagawang statical stability curve, dapat pasado lahat ng 1 to 6 na rule. That's the first rule, the second rule, third rule, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Para ma-submit po siya sa Marina. So, ayun. So, hanggang dito ang ating gagawin na activity. So, meron po siyang, magbibigay ako ng summary of checklist para sa IMO. Wala lang, hindi ko nang napakita dito. Wait, teka lang. Ayan. Isusulat ko to sa board on Thursday. So, dapat memorize din to. Pero sa ngayon, ito pa naman nire-require na i-memorize siya. So, isusulat natin dito ang criterion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, that's the criteria. Then, ito po yung area under GZ. Wait, sulat ko pa ba? Ito po yung rule number 1. So, ganito po siya sa board exam na sinusulat siya. Number 1, 2, 4, 5. Area under GZ up to 30 degrees must not be less than 0.055. Then, pinakita dito ang actual value, and then ano yung critical value. Then, ano yung assessment. So, ulitin ko. Number, criteria, actual value, the critical value. Actually, wala na tong critical value eh. Naka-table po siya. Para po, may checklist po tayo. Critical value, and then yung assessment, or basta isusulat ko naman to sa board. So, when we say the rule number 1, ito po yung rule number 1 na yung ating area under 30 degrees must not be 0.055. Example, pag ang critical value dito is 0.055, dito is not less than 0.055 at 30 degrees. At pag nakuha nyo sa inyong calculation is 0.150, so pasado po siya, pass. So, ano din, rule number 2, 40 degrees, 0.03. Nakuha, ang critical value dapat is 0.030, and then nakuha nyo is 0.630, then you get pass. Okay? So, ganun po ang gagawin natin to next meeting. So, from solving the GZ, from getting the GZ sa given na KN curves or GZ cross curves, to getting the corrected GZ up until pagbuo ng graph sa GZ curve, and up until pag-aalam natin sa range of statical stability, vanishing, GM, maximum GZ, up until the dynamical stabilities at any certain angle, and up until the IMO criteria. So yun. Actually, this is the heart of the intact stability. Very advanced po tayo sa lesson. Since mabilis lang naman tong intact stability talaga na lesson. So far, mabilis lang po ba or naintindihan naman po itong last na portion? Gets po ba to? Ito po yung gagawin natin sa Thursday. May tanong? Yes, Chester.
Sir, yung A3 po bang dadalhin po yung plane lang po yung kami na po yung nagbo-border, or yung may template na po?
May template ba kayo?
Yung ginagamit po namin sa marine engineering po. Yung kulay.
Pwede naman, kayo. Pwede ding baka hindi kasi magkasya din. Yun na lang pong yun. Inyo na lang pong raw A3. Dala kayo ng magdala kayo ng graphing paper. Pag kayo na ba magpiprint doon sa KN curves, KN ata ang ibibigay ko. Ako na lang ang magpiprint. Ba? Sasabihin ko na lang kung kailan ko ma-print yun. Kasi kailangan yun para makuha ang mga GZ curves. So again, ang gagawin is to find the GZ curves corrected, then bubuo ng statistical curves, and then may ipapahanap ako na dynamical stability at a certain angle, and then yung IMO criteria if it passes. Okay, so yun yung gagawin next meeting. OJT, napasa nyo na ba po? Von, napasa nyo na yung Excel file?
I-send ko na lang po.
Sige, sabi kasi hanggang 13 lang yun. Si Joyce na lang ata ang hindi nagpasa ng Joyce, nasali ka pa doon sa Subic?
Yes po, sir. Nasend ko na po kanina yung resume.
Okay, sa email po. Ha? So, ayun. So, if wala na pong tanong, then see you on Thursday for the activity po. Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.